Hello everyone and welcome to our second ScrawlrBox unboxing. I guess ScrawlrBox liked what they saw, so I guess this might be a series. So let's get into this box. Alright, so starting off with our candy. Well, all I know about this candy is that it's a quality confectionery, so I guess we'll see what it is. So we have all of our supplies wrapped up in here. And our artist of the month. And of course, our pieces of paper at the bottom of the box. So let's see what we've got, shall we? All right. Our list of supplies and sticker. I see gold. That's me. So the first thing I notice is this compass, which is a shame because I just bought a compass. Well, maybe this one will be better, right? Here is a Artline Supreme metallic marker. Ooh, it's blue. An Artline gold metallic marker, which is all wrapped up tight. Oh my. This makes me feel like it's a paint pen. Oh. I can't wait to swatch this. This might be pretty nifty. And we have these Spectrum Noir Art Liner set of, what, pens? Markers? Pens? Fancy, fancy. Oh, that's a very, very teeny weeny little, oh goodness, it's so small. That was the 005. This is the brush. So now that we know what supplies we're going to be working with, let's see what the challenge is. Born from Bubbles. Alright, well, now that we've got our challenge, let's see what I come up with. But of course, before we start drawing, we do have to try out these supplies, so we're going to start off with the compass. As I mentioned before, I did already have one. I just bought it a few weeks ago, and to be honest, I think I prefer it over the new one because you can actually choose which angle you have. It shows what angle is on the compass, and it's a little sturdier. I feel like it holds your angle a lot harder than the plastic Staedtler one. But as a compass, it does its job, so I don't really have anything to complain about. Moving on to the Spectrum Noir Art Liner set, they were pens, and I did enjoy them. I liked the variety. They went down smooth, they were easy to handle. Though the biggest thing I wonder about is their waterproofness, which I didn't test because none of the products in the ScrawlrBox were water-based, so I didn't test it, but I am curious to see how they work with watercolor, so I'll have to try that out later. With the Artline Supreme metallic marker, the blue one, honestly, I cannot tell that it is metallic at all. It's matte, there's no shimmer to it, it just looks like a regular blue marker, so I am a little confused as to why it's called metallic, because like I said, nothing about it is metallic to me, but oh well, I suppose. I'm not really that concerned about it. With the gold metallic marker, you can definitely tell that it is metallic because there is quite a shimmer to it. I don't really like the way either of these metallic pens feel as you use them. They're very, there's a lot of resistance when you use them on the paper, and they're not as smooth, and I don't really like that with an art supply. I also don't really like how you can see their strokes, which I noticed was very apparent with both of these pens. But with that, let's get into making our challenge piece. So I'll admit, when I first saw the gold metallic marker, I got pretty excited about creating a ant queen statue in gold and then drawing a bunch of ants worshiping me or something. I thought that would be really fun until I remembered that they have a challenge and I had to base my illustration on the challenge. So I was a little disappointed, but I thought of an idea right away, which was good. So Born from Bubbles. Right away, my mind goes to the sea or just in general, something underwater. Water creatures, just anything in general like fish or something, I guess a mermaid. Oh, that would have been a good idea. A mermaid in a bubble. Well, anyways, dang it, too late. So the idea I came up with was a witch that was taking a bath and she... Can you hear my cat purring? Key, please. So she's in this tub, and not only is she using magical potions to create the bubbles in her bubble bath, but she's also creating magic to create these creatures that are bubbles, I suppose. At first, I did want to put a creature into these bubbles like she was making them appear inside of them, but then I thought, why not just make the bubbles have faces and make the bubbles alive on their own? So I had some fun putting some faces on these bubbles, and I was kind of going for a more simple illustration with just the bathtub and the witch, but it just looked so sad and so plain. And I wasn't feeling so great about this, even though it's supposed to be just like a little challenge to doodle around with the new products. But you know me, not ever happy with my art, so I did want to play around with putting a background or just putting more details into this illustration. So that's when I started to doodle around with putting these magic potions or just these little vials of magic and just things that she would have put into the bathtub. That also gave me a chance to put some more gold and blue throughout the illustration, and honestly, not feeling the metallic blue. Like I said, there's no metallic, it's just a blue pen. The gold is pretty cool, but if I were to ever put gold into my illustrations again, I would probably stick with my Fine-Tech gold watercolors. You have more freedom with how thick or thin you want the lines to be, it's easier to put down, and I just don't like being stuck with a big fat round pen where you don't really have a lot of control over the width or different things you can do with it. So I find more freedom with the watercolors. So I just don't know if this gold metallic pen is something that I'll ever use again because I do have a better alternative. Maybe if I were writing a note for someone or decorating a card, I could see myself using the gold pen, but I don't know if it's something that I would use with my art because, like I said, I do have a better alternative with the watercolors. Other than that, I am looking forward to using these liners some more because I really did like how smooth they were. And like I said earlier, the compass was just I just bought one, so that was kind of a bummer, and I do like my original compass more. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this ScrawlrBox unboxing. Thank you so much to ScrawlrBox for sending me a box this month, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much to all of my patrons, including Michael Young, Sarah James, Rochelle Renee, Hannah, Fitzditz, Zach Abstract, Lex CS, Oni, Shelby, Dylan, Emily, and Aaron. If you want a shout out at the end of my videos, access to my sketchbook, coloring pages, and more, become my patron by clicking the link in the description. Thank you all so much for the support. Bye!